Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on speed over parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm. Play action. Now it's Tua. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Marcus Jones picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. The Dolphins at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Well, end up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. To pull on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. You know, the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Sanders now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Marcus Jones. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 2nd down, Red. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, and caught by Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jake Bailey now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now. Red, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua, that's to Waddle on the quick slant.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Tua now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Tua to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Tua now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Henry.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10, down at the 25.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Jones throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They're going right back to Pittman. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jones
setting up the screen. Harris.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Gano's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this third quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. In motion, Hill. Looking to pass. Tua.
Ball looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Myers.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Tua.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Myers.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, and caught by Henry. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Throwing, Jones.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Patriots answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. There's a nice move, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Play action, now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
From the 6. Yeah, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
To throw is Jones.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Jones.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Up the middle they go. Red. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw is Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no... You better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for two to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Jones looking around.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Tua and the Dolphins down by a field goal. A little over 40 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tagovailoa.
And he whips that one incomplete there. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he will get to the sideline here, but that, a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Now Tua.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's look along with the offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here's Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tua to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a handoff up the middle. Red. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win.
It feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
In motion, Hill. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Let's go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now it's Jones' turn in overtime. And that is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down.
Everything magnified here in overtime.